Yeah.
Hey, music is coming to the beach. The Odyssey Beach Festival is returning to Fort Lauderdale Beach this weekend. Those performing.
Is it this weekend?
It is this weekend, yeah.
Oh.
Jack White, Muse, Jimmy Eat World, Machine Gun Kelly, and a whole lot more. Don't miss out because the beach is filling up. You guys can get your tickets now at odysseybeachfestival.com. But if you are not the concert-going type and you like some comedy, we know that Jay Fig and Marcos do a great job working their magic over at the Improv. And Michael Rapaport is joining us here on the show on the Gendel Toyota on the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop over 1,500 Toyotas indoors in one of America's largest showrooms at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. Michael Rapaport will be at the Miami Improv Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with 2 shows each on Friday and Saturday. Michael, thanks for the time, man. Really appreciate it.
How are you guys? I appreciate you having me. How's everything going down there?
Good.
It's good, man. It's going good. You know, we're actually happy to have an exciting football team, and Tua and Waddle and Tyreek Hill are killing it right now. So people are happy down here in Dolphins land.
Let me tell you something. As you should be. What a crazy season! Just everything that Tua's been through with the injuries and Waddle and Tyreek, the freak. And listen, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and BS you and tell you that I am a full-time Miami Dolphins fan. But I will tell you that Tyreek Hill was my number 1 pick on my fantasy football team. And I love that man so much. And he's done so much for me and my fantasy football team. Rapaport's Delight, a.k.a. A History of Violence. Also, Sanders, I picked him up this week as my kicker, Jason Sanders. Of course, I have Robert Mozart on my bench. And it's just been a great season for the Dolphins, and they have superseded all expectations. So I'm happy for them. I'm happy that Tua is playing well and healthy, and I'm happy for my number 1 pick, Tyreek the Freak, kicking butt. And I'm also happy to be coming down there playing shows at the Miami Improv again. I'm looking forward to it.
Were you mocked in your fantasy league for taking Tyreek number 1? Because I was a homer pick. I understand, but I was excited to have the cheetah down here, and people mocked me for it.
I mean, I didn't get mocked. I mean, I think there were some questions on whether he'd be able to live up to the expectations, without Pat Mahomes. But I went into the draft focused. I went into the draft winning to dominate the draft because. So much is left on the table at the draft. But if you win the draft, essentially you're putting yourself in a position to win the league. And he's been great. I mean, listen, he's been great, and it's been a crazy season for you guys. But it's been fun, and him and Waddle and just the whole crew. It's been a great football season across the board. But I'm sure it's been exciting for diehard Miami Dolphins fans.
No, Mike, no, it hasn't. You know why? Because fans down here, they get excited about winning games, and then they go, it's coming. It's coming.
It's a tortured fan base.
Right, but so what? Enjoy the season.
I am enjoying the season. It's been a
how come people
listen, if you want to what's coming, you're talking to a New York Knicks fan. So don't talk to me about what's coming. We know what's coming. We understand what's coming, what's happening, what's lurking, meandering around the corner. Knicks fans. So I understand what you're talking about, but you're not going to get any sympathy about the Dolphins not winning a championship lately. The New York Knicks are pathetic, such an average basketball team.
Were you furious this summer, Michael? Because I think both Heat fans and Knicks fans both thought they were going to get Donovan Mitchell. Were you furious when the Knicks did not pull the trigger on that one? Because you had a gazillion draft picks.
No, I wasn't furious because I felt like as much as I like Donovan, I like him as a player a lot. I think he's also a great young man. I think that what they were going to have to give up was too much. But, it's proven, you need dudes, you need guys. You need stars to win. And I think Donovan, as good as he is, I don't think he's a number one. And I think we would have had to give away too much. And we're just, comfortably average. We're comfortably average once again. I don't know what's going on with the Miami Heat. I don't know when you guys are going to get it together. I'm surprised that they've been sort of, haven't bounced back from last season. They came so close. But it's a great time of the year. We got basketball, we got football, we got college basketball, we got college football. It's just the greatest time of the year for sports fans.
Yeah, well, the problem down here, Mike, is that nobody's healthy. They only dress 8 guys a night. And so that's what's been killing the Heat. But as soon as everybody gets healthy, I'm more than sure they'll turn around a little bit. And they add John Collins.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll turn it around. The Miami Heat are always competitive, and the quote unquote culture. I think they live up to the expectations. But no, I think listen, if you have a team like the Miami Heat that people talk about the culture, and then you talk about the New York Knicks, we have no culture. We have no tradition. It's like every single year they change the lineup. It's like new coaches, new players. So when you don't have a culture, we can appreciate a franchise that actually does have a culture and some tradition.
We're talking to Michael Rapaport. You guys catch him at the Miami Improv Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. He's got 2 shows each on Friday and Saturday. So go catch him at the Miami Improv. Great little venue there. How much are you enjoying stand-up comedy, Michael?
I love doing it. It's a lot of fun. It's unpredictable. The response back and forth from the audience. And just, it's a never sort of ending way to communicate and express yourself, because as long as you're living, as long as you're, paying attention to what's going on in the world, there's something to talk about on stage. I got a lot to talk about this weekend at the Miami Improv. I know it's a big week in Miami. Let me ask you a question. I know that Art Basel is coming down there. How do the locals feel about Art Basel? Is it Basel or Basel? What is it? You can't stand it, right?
We hate it. They're like, there was one year.
What is Art Basel? What is this craziness?
All right. Well, there's these artsy fartsy people. They go to be seen, to take little Instagram photos. That one year, a banana sold for like $500,000, which is only something that could happen down here. It's a scam filled city, and they were just like, look, it's a banana taped to a wall. That's art. And somebody bought it. And there was at one point, I believe, didn't somebody steal the banana Marcos off the wall and they had to replace it?
For sure. But now they made the point that they sold the idea, not the banana itself.
I think they even make a replica and they put it downstairs.
Wow.
Of this very building.
It's a good banana, dude.
So
who's the dummy who bought that banana for $500,000? I don't care how much money you have. That has to hurt when you wake up from your bender.
He bought Twitter
from Art Basel or Basel. What is it, Basel or Basil?
I believe it's Basel.
I heard it was Basel.
Basil.
Yeah, Basel.
Basel.
But that's what it. No, the locals hate it. It's a place to be seen every single year. People fly, and I don't understand. You could put a garden hose there, and that's art. That's how it works down here.
Well, I'm looking forward to my shows. I love the city. I really do have an affection for Miami. I love the city. I love the food. I love the people. I love the sort of unpredictability of it. One of my favorite things to do, I think it's an underrated sort of thing to do when you come to Miami, or if you live in Miami, is to just go into a Rite Aid or a CVS, because who needs to like jump off buildings? Who needs to go to Disneyland? You could go into a Rite Aid or a CVS, and you just never know what's going to happen in there. I mean, the experiences that I've had in Rite Aids and CVS, I've seen people making out. I've seen people having conniptions in there. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to just go into the supermarkets and the drugstores and to just watch people freak out in Miami.
And there's no supervision anymore because it's all self-checkout. So there's nobody policing it anymore either.
No, there's no one policing it. Everything's locked up, but you could still steal everything. It's. I mean, it ain't much different in New York, but I've really seen some good ones in Miami.
Michael, before we get you out of here, Leroy played for Michigan. He took great delight this weekend. He got to rub it in every Ohio State fan's face. I love it, when the Warriors come to town. I love to laugh at all the bandwagon Steph Curry fans who get to walk out of the building and just rub it in their face. Who is Michael Rapaport, as a known bleep talker? Who is your favorite fan base to talk bleep to when your team gets the better of them?
Oh, that's good. It has to be well, when it comes to basketball, I mean, it's not the old days, and I say old days, I mean in the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s. What you guys did to my guy Jeff Van Gundy, the Miami Heat Knicks rivalry used to be fun. But consistently, the one that'll never go away is the Boston Red Sox and the New England Patriots. And I'm not even a baseball guy. I really don't know much or follow baseball, but I think I get off on the Boston Red Sox losing more than I get off on any other team actually winning. That's how sick I am.
It's hard to disagree. Anytime Boston takes any defeat, that fan base is a delight. We can all unite on that.
Yes.
100%. When they lose, the rest of the country celebrates. And I'll even bring in the people of Philadelphia who we have rivalries with. But the Boston fan base, I'm talking about soccer. I don't care if it's lacrosse, badminton, flag football, horse racing, anything that goes wrong with Boston sports fans, I'm happy about.
Michael, we appreciate the time, and go catch a Miami Improv this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 2 shows each on Friday and Saturday. We have a pair of tickets, Marcos, to give away to one of Michael's shows.
Indeed, we got a pair of tickets to give away.
All right, give it to caller number 5 right now to 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. Caller number 5. We'll get a pair of tickets to one of Michael's shows this weekend at the Improv. We appreciate the time, Michael. Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, Michael.
I appreciate you guys. Don't waste any money on banana art this weekend, fellas.
Absolutely not. Art Basel is the worst. But I'm gonna try and sell something as art this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm gonna dress like a beatnik.
Please do it.
Wow. And I'm gonna be, yes, this is my art right here. What do you think?
Beatnik.
Yeah.
What's a beatnik?
You know, like an artsy fartsy guy.
That's
Hey,
not
cool
what a
cats.
beatnik is.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Dude, like,
Do you know?
no, he doesn't. That's not what a
You
beatnik
kind of look like a
is.
I
beatnik
do.
right now with those small glasses.
Oh god.
You said you liked the look. He looks good.
I know, but then he, went at me about the 4th down thing, and I was, I'm lashing out. Admittedly.
Lashing out.
Wow.
Ow.
You know what? You may be right, dude. I'm looking at this beatnik thing. It's kind of like a poet. They wear those berets or whatever.
Yeah. So
I'm a cool cat.
sell a banana for $500,000.
Yeah.
It's no thing. What is money anyway? You just make up money. You could buy yourself a stadium with fake money.
Wow.
And then a judge will make you keep that name. Yeah.
Got too much.